Hey, what's up, everyone? This is King Crypto. Today, I want to talk about Warren Buffett, and I want to talk about why we should not let certain people sway the markets. So that's pretty much the whole thing. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe, leave a like, and also comment. There aren't many comments I'm getting today, and I will stop doing the Litecoin giveaway if there aren't many comments, because then it just leaves it to a very small amount of people that can win, and it kind of makes it unfair for everybody else. So make sure to comment, because you can win $50 for free. It's super easy. So DOG won, and he said, I don't think the SEC will classify Ethereum or Ripple as serious securities. I personally feel like they actually like crypto and are secretly investing into it. I think after this hearing, everyone will start being bullish on crypto again. Well, that is true. I haven't really heard anything about that meeting today, but I will stand with my conviction that Ethereum will not be considered a security. And that's pretty much that. So, all right, here's your 50. Let's take a look at the markets today. And we can see that it hasn't stumbled too hard. It's in the red, but it's not necessarily crumbling. Of course, traditional stocks, this would be a big deal, seeing 3 or 4% down, but we all know how crypto goes by now. It's not that bad. So I believe that a big part of this had to do with Warren Buffett's comments on Bitcoin on Saturday, because we can see this started on Saturday. We were just about to touch 10,000, from my understanding. In fact, let's see, did we even touch? I'm sure on some exchanges we did touch 10,000, but I don't see it on here. Regardless, this happened on Saturday. Saw a little dip here. It's not really significant, but Sunday we saw a dip, and then we saw another dip today. And I do believe this has to do with Warren Buffett. And the reason why is because he said that he considers Bitcoin to be rat poison. Well, the comment was he called Bitcoin rat poison when it was only $100. And then the news lady said, well, now it's at $9,000. So what do you think of it now? And he said rat poison squared. Great. And he's made plenty of videos trashing Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And he makes a case that it's essentially just it's an asset based on speculation, purely speculation, that the only reason people are buying into it is that someone else is excited to buy it. And later on down the road, you hope that you can sell your Bitcoin because someone's more excited to buy it than you. Those are his words, not mine. However, he also acknowledges that he does not know what he's talking about. Okay, guys, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He admits that. So if that's the case, if his comments are the reason why Bitcoin took a little slump today and stopped us from reaching 10,000, I just got to say we can't let people sway our opinion, especially if they're not in this industry. This is a super early industry. We are early adopters. And I don't know if you understand the context of what an early adopter is. That there are many, many steps we're going to take through years and years through life before it becomes very mainstream, right? Like everyone using it. So, this guy is like 84 years old. He made a lot of good decisions, and I think you can argue that he is one of the best investors of our time. The guy is super rich, and I mean, I'm like one of the most rich people in the world. I think he has $62 billion. And he keeps it all in his stocks too. So he's an interesting guy, and I do respect what he has to say. But I just got to say, when I saw him say that, I didn't stop investing. I didn't take anything out. I didn't get scared by it. In my personal view, I don't care. I literally don't care what happens to Bitcoin. Like, obviously, I want to see it go up. But the I don't care attitude is what keeps me from holding it in times where it might take a dip. You know what I'm saying? And I've kind of just squared it away in my head that if this thing all goes crashing, tumbling down, I don't care, because I don't have all my money in it. I have 10% of what I have, right? 10% of the total amount of money I have in my bank and all that. 10% of that is invested in crypto. So if it goes up, great. If it doesn't, it's fine. But I'm in it for the long term. And I don't think that we should allow anyone to scare us unless it's someone actually in the industry or if it's something really important. This guy is just making speculations. And he says it's going to end badly. And he said in 5 years down the line that Bitcoin and all cryptos will end very badly. But I'm sure he had that same opinion when it was at $100, right? A few years ago. And look at it now. It's not about speculation. I don't think he understands that the difference between gold and Bitcoin is that gold cannot be sent from here to China in a matter of 10 minutes. It's just not possible. So Bitcoin does have a function. That is why the SEC has not ruled it as a security, because it has a functional value. That's the purpose why we're using it. It protects our identity. I mean, Monero better, but still. In the basics, it does protect your identity to an extent. It's fast, it's secure, and it keeps everything updated. You can't commit fraud with it. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe I'm not looking at every example, but everything is verifiable on the blockchain, is what I mean. So that is where I just want to leave it off to you guys. I'd like to know in the comments what you think about this. Do you get scared when big people like this try to scare us away from crypto, or does it just embolden you? Because for me, it emboldens me. I could care less about what this guy has to say. This isn't his area. He grew up in a time where people couldn't invest on an iPhone. If you think about it, only a very small portion of his life has been in the era of technology like the iPhone, where he could invest in a stock on the iPhone. Whereas everyone, millennials, people our age, we all do this now. We're not used to a world that couldn't do this. So we have a whole different methodology to investing. And we understand things that people that are a little bit older don't understand. This guy is the greatest investor of his time. But our time is going to be a different time with AI involved, with cryptocurrency. We have different goals in mind now that technology has developed the way it has. And this brings me here. He missed out a lot of his investments, and some of his mistakes were with the tech industry. He did not buy the Amazon stock, and he admits, I should have bought it long ago because I admired it long ago, but I didn't understand the power of the model as I went along, and the price always seemed to more than reflect the power of the model at the time, so I missed the big one. So he admits he didn't understand the power of the model, which we can also maybe say he didn't understand why Amazon was worth buying stock in, obviously, because he didn't buy it. Here's another one. He missed Google. Google's another huge one that he completely missed out on. Another tech industry. And that's all I got to say about that. Just, we're not perfect, right? None of us are perfect. And we all make mistakes. And he is no different. Even though he might be one of the richest investors of all time, this is an area of expertise that he is not aware of, and he doesn't want to be aware of, in a way. He doesn't want to see it. It's different than tulips. It's different than gold. It can be considered a store of value, but it has applicable uses that fiat currency just can't do. So whatever happens, guys, don't let this kind of stuff scare you away from crypto. Don't let someone's opinion sway you. And I'm sure you have plenty of friends. I know I do. People that tell me, oh, you better be careful with this crypto stuff, right? Like, who cares what they say? They don't understand. If they did, they wouldn't be saying that. Maybe they'd be wording it differently. But this isn't going anywhere, in my opinion. And we could see big dips ahead. Doesn't mean it's over. So I think we're still just getting started. And as more people grow up, think 5-10 years from now, there's going to be a whole new generation of 20-year-olds and whatever. And these people are going to be interested in investing, and they're going to look towards cryptocurrencies. They're going to find appeal in it. So it may not be instant. You won't be a get-rich-quick scheme. And if you think about Bitcoin, it wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme. You had to wait like I don't know, came out 2010, kind of. That's when people started hearing about it. And here we are now. If you bought back then, you would be super rich right now, but you would have had to wait. You would have had to wait a while to get to this point. 8 years is a long time. And you would have had to deal with the Mt. Gox situation where Bitcoin crashed really hard. I think like 80% of its value was lost. And you'd have to just hold it. You know what I'm saying? To really reap the benefits of it. So that's where I'm at, man. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. And you can do that by commenting down below. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me anything you really want. Keep it interesting, and you can win the next Litecoin. Also, subscribe. And I probably said like this video, but I'm going to say it again. Please like the video. And that's it, guys. Have a great day. My name's King Crypto. Let's get cryptical. See you next time.